Hey, and my life, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here investigating your favorite bad days. And today I'm going to be starting off list week. Oh my god! Ah! 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 Yeah, I recently lost my voice a couple of days ago, and today my voice is slowly getting back. I don't sound great right now, but bear with me. I think my voice is gonna get better tomorrow. But anyways, today I'm going to start off the list week strong with my top 10 worst days of 2025. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's fucking go. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to talk about my 10 terrible days or periods of days in 2025. So bad that it made me question my will to live. At number 10, okay, okay, I'm gonna say something very interesting here is that my number 10 worst day on this list and my number 10 best day will be the same day. Because this day is so fucking bad. It's like the end of the world. But at the same time, it's so good. It's so beautiful. It's so fulfilling and satisfying. Yet at the same time, it's so unsatisfying. It's so painful. And it's such a bittersweet day that I have to include it both on the worst days list and the best days list. So starting off at number 10, this is the most bittersweet day of the year and probably the most bittersweet day of my life. And this is October 11th. Now, I'm going to get into a lot of personal shit in this video. You're probably going to think I'm insane. And if you think that way, you're right. I'm actually fucking insane. The insane thing is, I had a crush on a girl and we talked over the summer. We got along really well. We had a lot of common interests. I also thought she's a very interesting person with a very interesting backstory. I really wanted to get to know her. I really wanted to hang out with her. And before summer, I was like, yeah, we have to hang out. We have to hang out. And we kind of did in Hong Kong, which is fucking crazy, by the way. But the first time we actually hung out in the US, in LA, is this day, and it just so happens to be the last day I will hang out with her. Because in September, I found out that she has a boyfriend the whole time, which was extremely heartbreaking and painful to learn about. And it's extra painful for me because all my life in terms of relationships, it's been nothing but failures because I am a failure and I'm a sad piece of shit. So this reinforces that feeling of being a failure. And on this day, I decided to tell her my true thoughts. The thing is, it was fall break, and everyone sort of just hanging out. And me and her, we went to Little Tokyo and we had ramen together and then we talked. To her, it's just a simple, nice little hangout. But for me, it is the last hangout I'm going to be having with this girl. And after the conversation, everything will be ruined, everything will be destroyed. So it was a very nerve wracking experience for me. It was very depressing. We sat down after lunch and I told her everything. I told her all my thoughts and feelings. I think up to I think when we were eating ramen, when we were eating lunch, I was still having second thoughts on whether I should tell her my feelings or not. Um, but at some point, I was like, you know what, fuck it. You only live once, so I told her everything, and surprisingly, she was really respectful. She didn't say fuck you, she didn't hit me, she didn't kill me. Uh, she remained very respectful throughout the conversation, and then at the end, she even revealed a lot of personal things about herself that I did not expect. So at the end, it kind of ended off happy. It kind of ended off where we both reach a mutual understanding. It was respectful. It was beautiful. We were both really honest with each other, and that's great. That's fantastic. But the next few days after this interaction, I can't help but be very depressed. So that's October 11th. Now, moving on to number 9, we have January 16th to 24th, which is really early this year. Now, something really terrible happened on January 16th, and that is David Lynch died. The one of the directors that inspired me the most, one of the people that I look up to the most, a true artist, David Lynch, passed away. And that really, really hit me. I don't remember a lot of celebrities dying that affected me, but this celebrity passing away actually affected me a lot. Because after David Lynch died, for the entirety of the next week, I was just really depressed. I was spiraling down this downward spiral of sadness and anger. I got really upset about myself and my life. I felt like a failure. I felt like a loser. Nothing to do with David Lynch. My entire mood, my emotional state was just terrible for the entirety of the next week. And I started to feel just really, really stressed out. I was in this class called 290, which is this intro to film production kind of class. And for our first filming exercise, we have to obtain these permits. And I was so stressed about these permits. I went around the school asking a bunch of random people for signatures, and I was racing against the clock. There was a point where I had to ask the fire safety fucking office for a signature, and I couldn't fucking reach them. And I tried to email them, and I couldn't because they're fucking closed or something. And I went over there in person because I wanted to break in. I wanted to dox the people there. Okay, 3 down, 4 to go. Going into the fire department directly. I don't know if that's the place to go, but I will fucking go anyways because I have no fucking choice. Fuck. So I don't have my 5th fucking signature, and the office closes at 42 fucking minutes. Fuck me. Fuck, 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 fuck. But turns out I just typed the email wrong the whole fucking time. But that's basically number 9. Now, number 8 and 7 happened really close to each other. I could have just lumped them both together, but it's 2 pretty separate incidents. So at number 8, we have November 7th. So there's something called 480. In my film school, the greatest film school of America. The senior thesis film is called the 480. And 480 is this big thing that everyone's like, oh my god, it's like if you do a 480, you'll win an Oscar, basically. So of course, everyone's trying to pitch their own script to 480, including me, because I want success, I want fame, I want happiness, and so does everyone else. And we gotta follow this rule. We gotta be a little conformist about this shit. So I submitted my script to 480. I've been writing it since August. I've been really putting it to work. For the first fucking time, I was actually trying really hard to write a script. And I even wrote it in a way so that it's like interesting, but it also fits USC's vibes, you know? And I sent the script to multiple people and got their feedback, which I'm really grateful for. I even talked to the professor about my script. I got rejected. And I know there's like a 99.9% chance of getting rejected because film industry is all about getting fucking rejected. The girl I had a crush on, her last script got chosen for one of the 4 scripts out of 100 scripts. So I thought maybe I had a chance. Maybe this is a chance for me to prove myself. Yes, I couldn't be with her, but at least I could live up to her fucking legacy, even though she's just like a child. And even that I cannot do, because I'm just that bad. Granted, there are a couple of my friends also got rejected for their 480 script, and I feel bad for them as well. So I'm glad I'm not the only one suffering in this, rejection pit. But it still really sucked. And in the morning, I felt so bad. I felt so stressed and angry. In the middle of the school campus, I just screamed. And the DPS, the security people, they saw me, but they didn't arrest me. They should have. But I just screamed 4 times, really loud. because I was just so fucking angry with the world and the society. Okay, so at number 7, we have November 2nd, and I lost my wallet that day. I was on my way to the Egyptian theater to watch the 3.5 hour long Belgian film Jean Dillman, and for some reason the public transportation in LA is literally designed by a 9-year-old kid because it's so fucking stupid. The buses, they don't show up. If they do show up, they show up at the wrong bus stop. It's ludicrous. So I crossed the road. I saw a bus coming and I thought it's the other side, so I crossed the road and the bus went past me and I ran back. And I got so bad, I was able to catch the bus on time. I hopped onto the bus and I hopped so hard that my wallet fell out of my pocket. That has never fucking happened before. That's never happened before. And then so I was on the bus and the bus started moving and then I realized I don't have my fucking wallet. I touched my pocket. I always touch my pocket because, like, you know, thieves are everywhere, pickpockets are everywhere, right? And then suddenly I realized my wallet is gone. I looked at the ground of the bus. It's not there. Holy fucking ball sacks. So it's got to be outside of the bus. So I screamed at the bus driver. I was like, stop the bus, stop the bus. So the bus stopped at the next bus stop. I ran backwards to the bus stop, to the original bus stop where I dropped the wallet. And for like 30 minutes, I walked around and I tried to find my wallet. It's gone, reduced to atoms, gone, nothing, vaporized in thin fucking air. I panicked. I thought it's over. I called the bus company and told them to find it, but of no luck. So the entire day, my mood was really down. I was really tired as well. But thankfully, the next day, the school found it. So shout out to the DPS. I love you guys, okay? I love you guys. I hate the authority, but I love you guys for that. Thank you for picking up my wallet for me. Okay, number 6, March 9th to 11th. Yeah, I was just really depressed on these days. I think once every couple of months, I just get really, really sad for some reason. This is one of those, and I thought everyone hated me. The girl that I had a crush on, well, even though I started having a genuine crush in summer, but earlier in winter last year, I already like knew of her, and I thought she hated me. I thought she finds me annoying, and I thought some other people in my major also hated me. I was so sad. At some point, I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to meditate. I wanted to do transcendental meditation, right? I wanted to meditate, and I couldn't. I closed my eyes in the middle of my bedroom, and all I could think about is how much I miss home. And I started crying. So, not cool. Okay, at number 4, we have December 11th till now. So, unfortunately, this streak of bad days is still happening now. And it's mostly because I am sad. And on December 11th, something amazing happened, and that is I rewatched One Battle After Another with a friend, and it was great. It was a great experience. But after I got home, for some reason, I felt really lonely. I felt like I'm just hanging out with people for the pleasure of it, and I feel like I just feel like felt very empty. And the next couple of days, I was on set, and I was so sleep deprived. I was so tired and so exhausted. I got sick. So a couple of days ago, I had a fever, and I lost my voice. And coincidentally, my sickness is manifesting into sadness, and I was so sad. It's pretty unbearable. I think, yeah, throughout the entire semester, I was sort of in this blank space, but suddenly I realized that everything's meaningless. Everything I've done means nothing. and I just feel really, really sad. And yeah, I hope I get better because I yesterday I woke up and I couldn't function. I just listened to music and cried. Uh, so yeah, I just you know I hope I'll be all right. Okay, number four, Jesus, number four. I'm giving it to February 26th. Yeah, it's just one of those days where I'm just so tired and stressed and exhausted and sleep deprived. There's a short film, there's an LMU short film called Pit that my friend Christian was going to bring me on. And he's the production designer, I'm the art director. But because I've been so busy with everything from a job to school stuff, I've been so busy that I wasn't able to fully commit all of my time to the prep for the short film. And at the same time, there's this another girl called Alexis, and she's amazing. She's great, but clearly she's committing more time to the project than I am. She would stay overnight from like 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning at Christian's place to help build stuff, to help set dress stuff, to help organize props. And clearly she's doing more work. And I want to do more work too, but I can't because at the same time, I also want to stay alive and be healthy. And so that day, I was just so stressed out. Christian called me, and he wanted to demote me from being art director to just like art PA or something. And he's a great friend. Shout out to Christian. We got along really well in the latest semester, but still, that was really tough. That night, I accidentally set the kitchen on fire. The smoke alarm went off, and I started screaming. Or maybe that was another day, but yeah, that was really bad. Okay, now we move on to the juicy stuff. At number three, I'm giving it to March 14th to 16th. To be fair, this problem went on for months, but I think it started on March 14th to 16th. My roommate, Adipta is his name, had a schizophrenic episode and thought I was a hacker secretly hacking his phone and his computer. Are you fucking kidding me? It was the beginning of spring break. I went back home from a friend's birthday party, and he showed up and he's like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I have the evidence. You don't have to deny it. I know you've been hacking me. I know you've been stalking me. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. And then he started saying that I'm working with the police. He started saying that he's using VPN and somehow the police is trying to stop him from using VPN. And I got really scared of him. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're saying, but okay. And then I tried to go to bed. I tried to sleep. And at 6 a.m. in the morning, when I was barely beginning to fall asleep, he ran upstairs and banged my door and told me that he can hear a machine in my room that is secretly hacking him. I have a hacking machine in my room. I was so scared I couldn't sleep all night. I texted my other roommate and asked him to protect me in case Adipta goes insane and tried to stab me with a fucking knife. I was so scared of him. I asked for help. I contacted the apartment. I was like, hey, my roommate's going insane. He's going through a psychotic episode and he thinks I'm hacking him and he's a danger to me. There are times where I would go back home and I would walk really fast, and as I'm opening the door to my bedroom, I can hear footsteps behind me, and my door is passcode. So I press the numbers really fast, and I open the door really fast, and I could hear Adipta behind me, following me. What's going on?
I need to see your room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm listening to music now.
I need to see your room
Why is that?
because I am suspecting that you are hacking my devices.
I'm sorry, but I'm not hacking your devices or anything.
It's okay. I have the right to see. And if I find something, I'm not gonna do anything. Trust me.
So, I've had bad roommates before, but this is pretty fucking next level. So, yeah. But I got brave. So, in July, I finally confronted him. I was like, hey, you have schizophrenia. And he's like, no, I don't. And I'm like, yes, you do. You're delusional. At some point during the July 4th, Independence Day, there were fireworks. And he said that there's a microchip in his brain. And the fireworks are setting off because of his brain. Like, okay, I get it. You're schizophrenic, but Jesus Christ. So that's number 3. Now we have number 2. And honestly, number 2 and number 1 could be lumped together, but if I lump them together, it would be like 3-4 weeks long. So I'm gonna separate them a little bit. Number 2 is September 12th, and that is the day I found out the girl I liked had a boyfriend. And that was right before we had to work together on a film set as well. In order to make it extra awkward and difficult for me. And yeah, it was tough. There's this bar at the USC Village called Rock and Riley's. It's one of the worst places in the world. There are cockroaches in it, so please don't go there. I went there, and it's this crew mixer thing, and I sat next to a friend of the girls, and um, she told me, "Oh yeah, this guy is here. He's her boyfriend." And I'm like, "Oh really?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Haha, okay." And and then I looked at them. I saw them together. I saw the way he touched her shoulders, and in that moment, I was like, oh, "Holy shit! It's true. He's her boyfriend." I went to Ralph's later. I was like a lost chicken. I don't know what I'm doing. I felt lost. I went back home and I don't know what to do. I was so hurt. And for the next few days, I felt really, really hurt. Granted, it's not as bad as 2023. Whatever happened to me in 2023 was way worse. I think there are 2 reasons. One, I've matured. I've become a more mature person. So I don't feel as bad because I don't depend my entire happiness on this one girl. But second of all, I am numb to pain. I've been hurt and betrayed so many times that I, I don't even feel anything anymore. But I do feel pain. So that was really shitty. But everything that came before it was also really shitty because at number 1, worst day of 2025 is August 24th to September 7th. So yeah, that was a pretty long period of time. August 24th is the day I returned to LA after summer, and September 7th is my birthday. And everything that happened in between is um, gun to my head. Gun to my head. The moment I came back to the US, the moment I came back to LA, I felt terrible. I wanted to fucking die. I walked to Trader Joe's to buy food and I wanted to throw up. I just felt an insane sense of dread washing over me. Before I came back to LA, I gave myself a list of goals. I want to work out. I want to get more friends. I want to get an internship. I want to get a job or like a well paid job. I'm going to befriend a bunch of teachers. I'm going to get into this club. And I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I gave myself so many goals that my brain short circuited. I realized I have to lock in. And there's so much locking in to do that I ended up having a crazy sort of sad streak just melancholia. Yeah, on the first 2-3 weeks of school, it was really, really bad. I was also really stressed because of visa and because my parents are not rich. I don't have rich parents. Everyone's parents are rich in USC. Well, I don't. After this semester, they cannot give me money anymore. I'm going to fucking die and be homeless. I want money. I want connections. And I'm just so stressed. On the first day of school, I called a friend and I asked about visas. And she's like, you're fucked. And then on the same day, the first day of school, I lost my job. Not because I'm bad at my job, but because there are budget cuts in my school and they cannot hire me anymore because they cannot pay money to international students anymore. I lost my job. I'm going insane. I'm stressed out about the girl that I have a crush on. And I have no money. Everything's falling apart. All of my life is falling apart. I felt like I was on the edge of a cliff. One tiny step forward, I fall down and die. I felt like I was gonna die every single day, and it was terrible. It was so fucking bad, I had to start seeing a therapist. There are so many times where I would go to the mental health website and I'm almost clicking onto the therapist appointment button. But then I'm like, nah, I'm good. I know I'm sad and I'm fucked up, but therapy, nah. But at some point, I just cannot stand it anymore. Because if I don't talk to someone about my feelings, I'm going to explode. So at some point, I was like, fuck it. So I talked to a therapist. For the first time in my life, I've reached out. I had therapy because I was so emotionally fucked from the inside. And then my birthday happened, and no one knows it's my birthday. I celebrated it alone. It's my last fucking birthday in my college undergrad life. And I'm still alone. I'm still lonely. I'm still alone. I went downstairs to the USC Village, dressed up in a suit, and talked to myself, and sang songs to myself, and ate candy, because that's the best I can do. And then at some point, I was approached by some junkies, and they threatened me. I turned around, and the police immediately arrested them. My birthday is celebrated with drug addicts. What's in there?
Table. Get away from my table.
Is that your table?
Bro, stop talking to me. Go away.
How about that
Go
one?
over there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go there then. What is that? Happy birthday? To me? You're talking to me. You're talking to me. You're talking to me? No, thank you. Thank you so much. I felt so alone. I felt so lonely. I felt like a piece of shit. And I thought that's it. You know, I remember last semester someone said, the last year of your school life is the best year. Well, maybe not. Because I felt like shit. I felt empty. And I felt like I'm meaningless of a human being. So, yeah, just gonna end off the video here. What are your worst days of 2025? Don't worry, best days tomorrow, when my voice gets a little better. But thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want more.